Hi folks, so in this video I want to talk you through how I went about turning a ammo can into a wood burning stove. Essentially our awning is 5 metres by 3 metres deep, and I thought it would be quite a good idea to just have a little way of heating the awning in the evenings when we're sitting in it. But so I came up with, after seeing a video posted by Simon, a Bloke in the Woods, who's an amazing bushcrafter and really entertaining videos, and he made a wood burning stove out of a 50 caliber ammo box, and that's a smaller one which is about that big by about that big. I thought that's not going to be big enough for a 5 metre by 3 metre, so I found this in our local army surplus store. So this is a 40mm ammo box, and I decided not to film the actual building of it because anyone who's actually watched me use tools knows that it would not be a very entertaining, well, it would be a very entertaining video, but not for me. So I decided just to go through what I did to it while it's in the unpainted state, because it'll actually make a bit more sense. So it main components, obviously the ammo box itself. We have tripod legs. I will not be showing you those closely because it looks like, I don't know, a 3-year-old built them. And then obviously you have an exhaust pipe, adapter, and then a flue pipe. So I've got various sections of flue pipe, and these are just 2.5 inch exhaust repair sections. So you buy them any length, sort of. These were made. I bought these to actually fit inside the ammo box, so it was all completely went together. This section is I suppose it must be an exhaust manifold adapter or something like that. So essentially, first job was to cut a hole in the roof of the ammo box, and then this just bolts on, and on these ammo boxes you have the whole lid lifts off, unlike the 50 caliber ones that hinges at one end. So what I had to do was cut off the handle at this end, and then I used these 2 threaded bars to make it still pivot like it's an offset hinge. So that still allows me to open it up, to empty it and things like that. Still have a carrying handle at this end, so you can actually pick up the stove. So once I did the exhaust adapter, the next job was to obviously cut a hole to put the wood in, and I had to actually buy a sheet of 2mm steel to be able to, because I didn't actually have anything that was suitable lying about the place. So I cut a door in this, and then made various latches and things like that to be able to keep the door shut. And this bit is actually the part that was cut out of the top, and using a step drill I just drilled holes so that will allow airflow in. And then the only other part is I cut out a baffle plate, and basically what this does is it stops all the flames just going straight up the chimney. So you can see here I've just put 4 bolts on, 2 bolts on either side, and this baffle plate just sits in like that. So essentially what happens is flames are here, and the heat and exhaust gases then have to go through a dog leg and up the thing. Probably one of the next jobs I need to do is make a damper for the chimney, so that you can then control the actual rate of burn inside by adjusting the inflow and the exit flow. And then I also would like at the top of all these basically a spark arrestor, which is just basically a cage that stops any burning embers from going out and setting fire to everything. So that is essentially the build in a nutshell. The only other thing I've got is some vermiculite fire bricks that will line the bottom, because as you can see I did a bit of a test burn yesterday and it's discoloured the steel. So of course this will all be getting painted with stove paint black, just to stop it from rusting. And that's probably about it. What I will do is I will pick up the video again once I've actually got it painted, and I can show you it actually in action. So if you have any questions, then please comment below and I'll get back to you. And I'll also put a link to Simon, a Bloke in the Woods brilliant video, and he does a far better step-by-step detailed instructions on how to make it, and I basically just followed his. The only differences I did between mine and Simon's is for all connectors I actually used bolts, whereas he rivets things, because I was just a bit concerned that little aluminium rivets might actually melt, but I'm probably wrong, but anyway. And then the only other thing of course is the legs actually fold away flat, so it'll actually be able to fit in one of the side lockers on Booby Doo. So there you go. So I will update the video once everything is all painted. Here's the finished wood burning stove, all painted up with heat resistant paint. So I will just quickly go through it with you. Obviously we have the flue here, and then we have the flue pipe with the exhaust repair sections. The only thing I've got left to do is to do a flue damper in there so you can shut down the air supply. So as I said in my earlier video, when I got the ammo box, it had a handle at either end and the locking mechanism, which was identical to that. So on this side I wanted to be able to hinge it, so I cut off the locking mechanism and the handle from that side, left part of it in, and this is just some M4 threaded bar and nuts, so that then allows me to hinge the lid to be able to clean it out and things like that. And then obviously we've got a door here with vermiculite fire bricks inside. It's got airflow there in the door. And then the only other thing I need to show you is in the top, this is what I was talking about, the baffle plate. It basically stops the flames just shooting straight up the chimney. So that is it. Unfortunately I can't show it in situ with the awning because Booby Doo's in getting her MOT at the moment, and their machine that goes ping that does the emissions blew up this week, or doesn't work, being slightly melodramatic. So that's still in at the doctor's at the moment, so fingers crossed the MOT goes okay. But what I will do is I'll update you at some point once we're out and about again with how the wood burning stove works. So like I said earlier, I will link to Simon, a Bloke in the Woods videos in the description below, and if you're interested in bushcraft or any of that sort of stuff, he's well worth watching. So I hope you enjoyed this, and like I say, if you have any questions about it, drop them in the comments below, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and possibly even consider subscribing, because the channel's going to be full of random stuff like this, as well as our travels once we get full time. So I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.